that he was my man, but I chose to let him go. So why do you reply? I care about him. I'm looking at me like I'm hurt. Not the one who said I didn't want it work. Don't you forget I had first. Stop blaming me. He was made enough of me. Don't know, now is your chance. I've already had your man. Just where he's been. And I'll be worried about him. That's finding out the truth. I think he's just a man for you.
Hello, hello, hello. I'll be back there getting my life. Real Toni Braxton in my mind backstage. How are you guys doing? Happy Saturday. Very, very happy to be here to get into these Braxtons per usual. Let us know how you guys are feeling about the show. I know we have some thoughts and y'all have some thoughts too. Leave them down below. Say what's up when you come in here. Hit that like button, all of that good stuff. Ashley, how are you feeling on this Saturday?
Girl, I feel good, relaxed, got some stuff done, ready to get in this half of nothing episode.
Half of nothing.
Half of nothing, friend. It was half of
Yeah,
nothing.
y'all drop down and let us know if you thought it was half of nothing, because I definitely got half of something. Yeah. Overall thoughts, judging by my thumbnail, is there a show without Tamar? And I'm not just saying Tamar as a person, just the being and her being there in the physical. Is there a storyline without Tamar? Because Tamar was not all that present here in that way. And it was just rigmarole, if you will. Um, I don't think they know how to construct interest in the sisters' lives because it is there. They always have been really charismatic and fun and funny and have all of these nice little quirky things about them, but they work best in a dynamic as a unit. Them separately in their separate lives have never been as interesting. So when you give us all of that mess in the beginning and then get to episode 6 and it's just like, oh, it's just everyday hunky dory little things that are going on at home, those things are cute, but you were messy. You were real messy before. And if this is what you got outside of that mess, y'all ain't carrying. Ashley, how did you feel about this episode?
Yeah, I was bored. And I don't even want to see drama, but you're right. Tamar was able to do her own spinoff, Tamar and Vince, and we were still sad because she has an effervescent personality. Whatever you think about her, you can't admit that Tamar has charisma and it lightweight wants to make you know what's happening in her day-to-day life. I think she could carry. I honestly even think Toni Braxton and all of her weirdness could have her own reality show if she really let the people come in because I think people are interested in that. As far as Towanda and Trina, don't nobody like. Here's the thing: I don't want to dismiss any of their real life issues that they have going on, but I was yawning throughout the entire thing. There is no show without the Tamar, in my opinion. There's not this space, not the Braxtons as we've come to know it. There was some cute little anecdotal things in this, but hurry up, get that ugly wedding over so we can get to business and wrap this season up. Is how I feel about it.
I mean, I not only focus on Tamar because there seems to be promise with Toni, but Toni, for the most part, all her life has been a very private person. And
Hmm.
unfortunately, when we do hear about Toni, it's always in a negative light and connected to her finances or who she's currently with or dating. It's never anything like, and all the rights to her privacy, but private people don't make for good reality TV. And then if you have two more people who are just, okay, and they have, good sisterly bonding chemistry, but you need a draw, you need a purpose for the people to be there and want to watch. And I don't know if this is enough to carry outside of all of that mess that they had at their round table. Was that really the pivotal moment? Is there nothing else? I hope not. Y'all got more episodes left. But thank you so much, X-Men super fan Emma Frost, for coming through, gifting one membership. Where you been, Emma? Where you been at? Thank you so much for being here and gifting that membership. And if you got that, aka pick a struggle, so you're already here. You're already part of the struggle. Thank you so much for getting that. Be sure to let us know when you decide to use that and when we get to see you. So we got another one here from Natalie M. I needed something to watch on a treadmill. I mean, yeah, it's yang yang around the house, but it was nothing that was going to have me sad and like, okay, I really need to give this my full attention. I didn't need to give it my full attention. But let's get into it because not nothing happened, but stuff did happen. Um, Getting over here, we're going to start with her herself because she wasn't as active or present in this episode. She said they hate me. I said, oh, Tamar.
I do.
She said my sisters really hate me. I really think they hate me, and I don't know if anything can be salvaged here. And she's finally realizing here via those messy producers. You know, you had told me that I wasn't invited to that wedding, and how everything has been happening. I realized that the sisters have been playing in my face for quite some time, mostly Towanda. I was never invited to the wedding. This was sad. This was sad. You see all of what are mostly sister and family type functions because of all the incredible just all the sister stuff. It's with her story now, and it's like she's just over here drowning in acceptance of I'm tired of trying to be the bigger whatever. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to be in this space like that anymore, even as much as I do love my sisters. But I feel like if they met Tamar halfway, then she would really go for it. Or if there was some effort shown on both parts in any way. But it's like it's just not going to be just me this time. And she seems really like genuinely hurt. I don't feel like this was performative or for TV or anything. I just really feel like this is someone who is at the end of their rope with their family, and they're even hurt that we have to be here. Actually, how did you feel about Tamar here shedding a couple tears?
Yeah, I think it's real. You know what I mean? Tamar is probably the sister who feels the most comfortable with expressing emotion for of the sisters that are still here. And I think this was way overdue. I think she needed a good cry and to really come to terms with what it is because we've been going back and forth for 100 years, and honestly, the energy has only gotten worse towards her, in my opinion. Now, hate, I don't know, but damn it, if those are sisters, I wouldn't want to see enemies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if those are how your sisters treat you, and I'm mainly speaking of Trina and Towanda, I think her and Toni are going to be her and Toni forever just because that's what it is. But I don't get that vibe for Towanda and Trina. I honestly feel like it's F her. I honestly feel like unless Tamar is doing something for them, platforming them, giving them money, buying me land. If she's doing those things, I think they're fine with her. But in the space of having a Tamar's back in any given situation, being a real sister that can bring correction, but then also follow up with, but I love you, Tamar, but this is not okay. It's never given that. As her older sisters, it's never given Tamar, you wrong as hell, boo, but I still love you, or let me pull you to the side and you know, that's not cool. What it really has felt like this whole season is that they've been trying to build up an arsenal against her. So like I have this to come back with whenever, you know, we get into it because we're bound to get into it. This would not be a family or a sisterhood that I would ever want to be a part of. However, all that being said, I don't think Tamar can walk away from her sisters. I think it's so ingrained in her the way that they were raised that she can never walk away from them fully. I think if the next day Towanda called her and was like, you know, me and my husband, we fell out. I need a place to stay. I think Tamar would get her accommodations or bring her into her house. I still feel like it's that energy. But like I said, as far as Trina and Towanda, they can't stand Tamar. Might as well call it hate, in my opinion.
Hmm.
In my opinion.
I really don't like that. Like, I really don't like that because I think if it was at least one of the sisters that were kind of, you know what, regardless of what's going on, our sisterhood is bigger than that. Let me extend the olive branch, or it's just so one sided. Like everybody, nobody wants to budge at all. Like it's just crazy. It would be different, you know, unfortunately, if Tracy was still here, or if it's just nobody. So it's like all of them against her. That's what I don't like. There was wrong to be had on both parts, absolutely, especially around that table. Because maybe keep your hands to yourself, ma'am. I think that's really what blew it beyond. Because from what they say, that's never happened before. But the fact that nobody feels like it's worth fighting for, like they can do without her completely. I'm like, what does that say? Like, really, what's going on that we aren't seeing?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's Toni. Like I said, I think for better or worse, like Toni had that little blow up, but then it was all about, so y'all really not talking to Tamar? I think she was probably on the phone with Tamar the next day. I think that's just what their dynamic is. And I mean, we see it present day. She sent Tamar to go with Birdman, honey, to the little verses event. And you know what I mean? I think it's always gonna be, I don't know what special relationship Toni and Tamar have, but it's always been to me a different kind of bond than Tamar has had with the rest of the sisters, and I don't see Toni throwing her away. But like I said, them other ones, I don't know. And like you're right, optics mean a lot. And in the episodes we've seen, it's really felt like three against one, Toni
I don't
included.
think it's something so special. I think it's that Tamar has her own. And from, a very early start, Tamar had a sense of independence. I'm do wop pop pop, but just for right now, and I'm gonna go off and I have my own husband and my own bag and my own da 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 da. And not to say that Towanda and everybody else didn't come along, Trina, and get their own sense of independence, but as far as maybe being the first to be completely out of pocket and kind of getting out of Tony's shadows and having their own career, it's just strongly just been Tamar. I think that's their bond because they maybe share experiences in the industry and things that the other girls just aren't a part of because they're not embedded in it in that way and they're not singers on that large of a platform. But
If
I
you
just,
go back though, if you go back to Tara to like the original days, you
girls
do
are
get
wild.
you do get the vibe. Like Tamar or Toni calls Tamar her baby. Like that was my baby. She, it was always Tamar's got the best voice of all of us. I think so. I do think it's part of what you're saying. She respects the talent on Tamar. But also I think a part of Toni like raised Tamar. Like I really do think that that was like her baby of the fam. Like,
That's what that they all of them. Look, I rate girl Towanda. I've raised you, Tamar. Hit time. Thank you, Bookworm, for the super chat. Not crazy about the show, all about supporting. Though, we do what we got to do. If we're gonna support, we love that too, and we're just happy that you're here, Bookworm, once again. Thank you for the super sticker.
thank
Yeah,
you.
we will see, but I don't want to see no more tears from. Hey, Bree, I don't want to see no more tears from Tamar down at this table. Like, ma'am, just wait. Like let them come to you at this point. But we got a lot of Trina this episode. We got a whole lot of Trina. Trina the realtor, if you will. Not bar chicks. Trina the realtor. And Faison love, and we're showing houses and we're focusing on office. Like I say, Trina, that office is this big. Take pride in your space, boo, but be real. Tony's like, all the chairs, you have like 3 chairs in there already. What are we adding and taking away? And just my name is Toni Braxton, and I'm a realtor, I'm a writer, I'm a singer, I'm a designer, I'm an interior decorator. I do it all, honey.
I'm
I,
always
I, I know things like, but mostly just them spending time together, just independently, solo dolo. I didn't take a whole lot away from this. I'm just really proud of Trina. I was very proud of Trina. I like that we are reflecting on her independence in her career and what she's really casting as a stone for her. Like I just feel like so often they were just kind of in limbo and we were just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks and realizing that okay, it's not going to be that. I'm not going to be, capitalizing on whatever in this way from the show, and it's okay for me to just go and get a job and get my license and get these things. And I just like the sense of her having independence and it's not being all, the Toni show. And I wanted Toni to make sure that she allowed her to have this moment. Not baby, and everybody knows if I tell you to slide once, you slide once in the phone. Don't. What are you doing this for? What are you going through my through my phone for, Toni? You saw some stuff you weren't supposed to see. But I was like, Toni, yes, not just being here, but pour into her, like really, like get into her choices and what she wants to do. It kind of felt like Toni was like, well, like Trina's like, baby, I've sold homes. I got some notches on me, Toni. You cute and everything, and you've been down there. You probably did some, but I've sold homes. I know what I'm doing. Like, give her those props in that way. The same way that they pour into her, especially when she's about to perform and everything. I want that all given back all the time too. But I'm happy for Trina in that she's found something for herself. Actually, how did you feel about this and watching Big Worm walk around that home? I said, are you here in name only? Or are you really gonna purchase this house, Big Worm?
She said he was putting an offer in. So, Godspeed. I really have to work this out with fear and trembling because I don't like Trina anymore. Trina, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't look at these ladies impartially, her or Towanda. I can't look at them right anymore. Honestly, I'm jaded in that sense. So my opinion is completely biased. So I'll try to look at this objectively. Go, girl, with the bob. Trina with the bob. Like, go great. I'm so happy for you. Like,
Ashley, please.
I go back when I look back over her life, Tyra, and I go back to the poor decisions. I go back how she treated her niece. I go back to how she was cackling in the corner. I just go back to how she wasn't paying none of mommy bills, charging people to sing. I look at you sideways, sister. But I applaud independence, getting your own bag. Go ahead, go forth and multiply, be fruitful, and all of the things. I guess they needed to add a non-drama episode, and like I said, I don't mind it, but was it aspirational to some? Maybe, I don't know. It didn't give fine. And the Toni Braxton came into town to help me, and she's got to take over Spirit, so she's about to take over. Let her decorate your cubicle, your 2x2 cubicle, Trina. Very cute.
You don't want to see Trina sell a house.
I
Trina
mean,
selling
like,
house.
so we have to look at it like all of these ladies come with a certain level of privilege, a lot of privilege that a lot of us don't have, just based on the family name, based on the exposure. And she's had 50 some years to, do whatever. I'm a dreamer, dream big, girl, go big or go home. But you've been afforded every opportunity. So, I mean, you should have been did it. Like, good for you. But, maybe it took her a while to level set on exactly what it was that she wanted to
Oh
do.
yeah, that's why I'm proud of the situation. Like, I think it
Yeah.
would be easy to still be here waddling in. Well, I'm Toni Braxton's sister.
Yeah.
Like, give me that. Like, no, we don't owe you that, and it's not that. Toni's the talent, and I'm me, and I have to figure out where I fit into that. Resting in the Braxton's name, or just trying to do something that's just more. It's like, no, I like that it's a realtor, and it's something that was attainable for her. Because, baby, we know people can be sitting around asking about a check. Because I'm Toni Braxton's sister. Or maybe even just resting on these opportunities of where we going to be doing the Braxtons and nothing else. I don't know. But back here, yeah, we were spending a whole lot of time. Maybe when they put that, I said, what is the stained glass church windows in the back in the prayer? Okay, they were putting the effects on all in this episode. But Vaughn, go away. Go away. I'm your wife, Chris. Privacy where? What you mean you need some privacy? All of this here and cooking and eating right and thinking about our health, I'm all for that. But I don't know. Vaughn is weird. Vaughn is weird. We've been together for how long? I don't know. I've never been married, so maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like when we're married, what privacy? You don't get any privacy, even if we're talking to the doctor about your health. Because whatever affects you, it affects me too. Doctor, is he going to be okay? Well, yeah, I asked him if I was going to die. What? I asked him how long it would be. Well, it was all cool and everything, but I just, it was the same thing with the trip. And yeah, I didn't want you not to go, so I just didn't. You don't get to keep these things to yourself, sir. You just don't get to do that. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but it's just like a little weird dynamic. But the most that I take away from these ladies in these episodes, maybe these ladies love their man.
Mhm.
They love these husbands. They really, really like, and it's just so. I mean, of course, it's your husband, but it's just such a warmness in these spaces, and it's care, and it's love, and it's something genuine, and it's their best shiny selves. And then they get at these tables as sisters, and it's catty as hell. I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all have the room and you can make it happen. Like, why? Why can't it be either or? If you have this compassion for Vaughn, you can have it for your bud, Ashley.
Baby Trina gonna love a man. Period. This is kind of the part I was like, oh, okay. I appreciate it. Girl, stand by your man, do what you need to do to help him stay there. And I felt her in that moment because I want you to live a good long life and I can't deal with any more loss. You know what I mean? So, but the other part of that is he's got to want to do right too for his own self. It's like you can't carry the weight of that on your squarely on your shoulders. Like he was telling her, this isn't on you, it's on me. But her being a wife and really loving him is like, no, but it is me too. I too don't believe in privacy because what you got to say to the doctor, you can't say to me. So I need to know. I need to be privy to everything going on here because who's going to remember your medication? Who's going to know what your diet is? Because clearly Trina manages her household. And she's like, it can't be, you don't want me in this state of mind or in this frame of mind, but how much more of a worse state of mind would she be in if you don't wake up one morning? You know what I mean? So it's like you have to, I think, in marriage and as partners, share and be open, even those uncomfortable things, even those things that he may be afraid of. There's been a lot of speculation about who Vaughn is and how he treats Trina and the dynamic because of some of their social media stuff. This was like years ago. So there's a lot of, there was a lot of controversy about what type of husband he is to Trina. But baby, if she likes it, I love it. I pray for his healing and wholeness and health and that he does get, some a good years ahead of him. But baby, you can bleed a horse to water. You can't make him drink. You can't make him eat that Mediterranean diet or whatever you was cooking. He was like, he wants some fried chicken. He want his pastries flown in like he does every single
Apple
month.
fritters.
So it'll be interesting because just everybody, not just men, but baby, we like our creature comforts. And you talk about cutting or eliminating stuff out of that. It just depends on how serious he's really taking this. But God bless them. Godspeed. I hope everything works out.
I don't want to hear nothing about your funky privacy. Boy, we married. You got no damn privacy.
Yeah.
Sir. You about to not be living talking about some privacy. I need to hear and see everything. Let's get into Toni. We spent a little time with Toni and Diesel this episode and him graduating and getting a Maybach. I said, oh, damn. A balloon. And I said, okay. Toni is an empty nester already. I was like, Toni can really be out here living her life. Like, Toni show, if she was really out there. And first, if it was, I don't know. The people on the outside looking in, even when it was like, oh, Toni's over there with Brian. Who's Brian? Oh, Birdman. What? The Toni Braxton is over there with Birdman. Do you know how many people would tune in just to see?
Listen.
So watch them interact, see what he's like behind. And I think he was on some year like, I'm not for that. I don't like that kind of like. Just all the rumors. It's like, what does this dynamic look like? But she is not that, and she doesn't want to give that respectfully. But even just Toni, the alimony, the empty nester, the whole and Toni being fine, girl. What are you doing with yourself? What are you doing? I don't care about all the plastic surgery in the world and the tweaks and pushes. You are doing some type of regimen, skincare, workout routine, and some other stuff, along with you being a performer to keep everything nice and tight. As they were saying, boomerang. That's what Eartha said. It keeps the skin tight. What are you doing to keep the skin tight, Toni? But that's not here. We're just really celebrating our baby and graduating. Which was nice. It was nice to see in the whole thing with the color palette and Towanda's wedding child. Yeah, it's just like, but yeah, that's not, it's brown. It needs to be brown. Like, baby, I got blue. Like, that's not going to work. I like that he was genuinely surprised and everything. That was cute. Mostly I took from this, well, I just really wish Tamar was here. I really would love to share some of these moments with my sister, with all the sisters, but I gotta respect Towanda's wishes. Says who? Says who, Toni? The wedding is one thing. Whatever that is, that's that. You can call your sister. Mm-hmm. You can invite your sister. The wedding is an isolated, singular event. And it's like they all agreed, even at the last episode, just like, so how are we feeling about Tamar's actions? Like, what do we want to do? Why are we moving in unison? All of you are not high-minded. You can do what you want to do. And especially oh, sorry, but they are Towanda and Trina are very followy in her way as far as her. So if all right, if Toni can't forgive her, I guess we can try to since the
Yeah.
Toni Braxton's over there. But it'll even go even further. Why if the Toni Braxton ain't messing with Tamar, we
Then
surely
we
ain't
not.
messing with her. You can call her. What's stopping you? Ashley, how did you feel about this? Do you want? I know we're not gonna get it, but I would love something more from Toni.
Girl, that's gonna be no. We're never gonna do that, baby. She got two other more Lifetime movies coming out. I just looked on the thing. I said, "Really, Toni?" So we're just in our acting bag between the Vegas residency, between that man, between whatever other project she's got going on. We'll never get like an in depth behind the curtain, the real true Hollywood story. We're not getting that. Toni's not giving no regimen. She's not gonna give us her Kim K routine. She's not giving us any of that. But it was cute. You know, Diesel and Denham both had graduations. I believe Denham graduated from Howard and Diesel graduated from the Fashion Institute. So now she's got two college graduates, which is awesome. I thought this moment was cute, and I agree with the stylist Ashley because don't nobody want them colors. He's like, how about this one? She's like, you gonna put him in a seersucker suit? Ashley, listen, anything is better than that brown. I don't want to put this baby in a brown suit. Listen, but Toni's trying to comply. I appreciated her not having the takeover spirit, even though she knows in her heart that this wedding's about to look real crazy. As far as them getting home and pulling in, somebody's in my spot, mom. Mom, somebody's in my spot. I'm like, oh Lord, they're such brats. I can tell, but it was very beautiful. It was very sweet, and I said, I may so no more financial issues. The Toni Braxton said she don't have no more financial issues. She got a big bag, a big bank, and said, and I love that because we've seen the ups and downs. We got to see these boys when they were small, and Toni struggling with her health and all of that, and to raise them still be active and not have the guilt of I'm on the road or I'm performing on the road. So I really appreciated this. I thought this was nice to see. But yeah. As far as the hive mind, Toni be talking to Tamar. They can say that on this show. She was talking. If it was just a text, she saw her sister when she was in Atlanta. I'm fairly sure.
I'm just trying to see that. Well, what is stopping you? Who wrote that rule down and said that you couldn't talk to your own damn sister, ma'am? But that was nice. The Maybach was.
Maybach.
I said this is nice. All right, Johnny.
This is nice.
Nice. Ain't no roses or nothing. Look at God. She said, "Mommy, mommy's house. I'm calling mommy because we're gonna hook mommy up." She said, "What? We got you a date to the wedding, mommy." Look at God. I said, "Lady, get off the phone, Evelyn." But Evelyn was out here with this man. I saw right, Evelyn. I see he was a little cute around the edges, right? This little man. This was cute. Once all of this, I was like, how y'all gonna jump from all that mess? It's like, oh, some cheeky hijinks. Mommy's going out on a date. We're gonna set her up and just leave her here. I was like, yeah, this is very, very lighthearted in comparison to all the mess that we got. This was cute though. Mommy Evelyn looks good. She knows she looks good too. She looks really, really good. This was a cute moment. He looks. I was like, baby, he looked like he in the family. Do this not look like daddy? This like a smaller version of daddy. If daddy lost some weight, this looks like daddy. I'm like, all right. She has her type. But she's, here for it and going out on the date and living her little best life. Like, see, I told you she probably set us up. They probably left. Let's just enjoy our food. Yeah, maybe we'll see him at the wedding. I don't know. This is just really hijinksy stuff for me, just to have Evelyn be a part of the storyline, some little setup. This man probably wasn't going to be nowhere. But she looked good, and we know she cared about looking good.
Yeah.
Ashley.
It was contrived. We know Mama Evelyn ain't interested in no man. She ain't been interested in no man ever. I remember that whole course of like dating where she was dating all the different guys, and she was like, "This just ain't for me. I'll be fine in my whole life without a man." I don't think she liked this man, and I don't like the man. I don't like the cut of this man's jib anyway. I don't have an accent. I was like, what are you yelling for at this table, sir? I didn't like that. And then also, you cycle with Sean. I don't know. It'll be cute for a little date. If Mama Evelyn even gives him that opportunity, she loves him and leaves him. So I don't see this. It was cute. You know what I mean? Like very contrived, but like you said, it was a stunt they pulled just to fill up some time. But it was fine. We know Mama Evelyn don't want nobody. But she does look really, really good. Her skin looks good. I mean, she's aging well.
These Braxtons keeping the skin tight.
Tight.
Everybody's skin is tight. We know why it's tight, but still, it can look really unhinged and unnaturally tight. Like, oh my God, Miss Evelyn, are you okay? No, she look good. Totally look good.
Supple and bouncy, like yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, baby, she need her a young man. If we want to play about it, she need a little young thing, little young tender running around the house who know when to get up and go. Not that. Now, baby, there's a whole lot of Towanda in this episode. Baby, Towanda really love this man. I'm so glad that they enjoy each other's company as much as they do. I don't know what's going on behind or any story. I don't know. I'd have kept up with the sisters in that way. But them just here, I think they were flying a the little remote controlled helicopter. They live their best life.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, she really loved this man. That's nice to see two people get together and love each other and get married. Beautiful, baby. I said, y'all have one more little cheeky moment. It's like, I lied. The cast is actually off. I can actually have my wedding and not have to worry about this. Baby girl, look at here. I only get one wedding, hopefully. Okay? One real one. You ain't wearing that down the aisle. We already got all this purple, lavender, and 33 shades of lilac. You think you finna wear your blue hair? This one time, baby girl, you can take that out. You can. I'm a firm believer in, okay, this is all everybody's gonna check. This is the whole point of the bridesmaid. You have same dress, same shoes, same hair, or at least the same something. You will not be clashing going down. No, that's when I draw the line. Tell your ass no. But she's all right. I mean, that's what you want to do. Are you really? You can't wear that. We know that she does because we saw the event in the pictures. But it's nice that it wasn't just us. I want you to fall in. She said, But other than that, we just have all of this prep here, and outside of her setting mommy up on that date, we see daddy. Daddy gonna always show up with a smile and brighten up the girls' day. They just love to see him coming. I don't give a damn what's going on in their life, what he done. Even if Evelyn used to be pissed off, they gonna be happy to see daddy. They love their daddy down. Actually,
He just better not bring that wife to the wedding.
no,
Remember?
I was like, girl, I was like, look here. We done learned of all them seasons. Don't bring that lady here. We ain't got time. We don't have time. Miss Evelyn is never going to let that go. Baby, don't bring that lady here. I don't care how long she's been around. Daddy just showed up by himself. But everything is okay for Towanda. It's like she's not even registered, like, thinking about Tamar. She's just happy to be getting closer to her nuptials. Ashley?
I just want to see this wedding planner. I want to know their name. I want to see their credentials. I want their Instagram page. Just for my own personal reasons, because I need to see their other work. But this is dragging. Come on, get to it. Get to this hideous wedding. Hurry up. But I agree with you. I think her and Man Unit, they seem very happy together. They seem genuinely like they have a connection, like they care for each other, and that they enjoy each other's company. And I think that's rare, even in, everyday relationships. So I love that for her. She seems very excited. She loves all the pomp and circumstance. She loves the 50 bridesmaids that are all going to be wearing different dresses, as well as, the groomsmen. As far as Brookie knows that she can do whatever she wants to do in life, clearly, because there's no way we would have been up. We would have been up in the middle of the night taking that down, because there's no way. But anyway, what did it really matter? At the end of the day, when you saw the whole thing come together, was that hey, do your biggest one. I just really wish they would have hurried up and aired this wedding. They act like this is appointment television, like this is going to be the thing. And we already know what it is. Hurry up, wrap it up. Like, come on,
I thought we were definitely getting the wedding. I'm like, is the wedding like the finale? Like, what are we waiting on? Baby, get us to this wedding. Get us to the Greek. Get us over there. I didn't think that it was going to take this long. I don't know, but they're saving it. And I think they're also saving, like, I don't know. I think Towanda is also putting up a front. Like, I don't care what's going on here or what took place. I wouldn't be okay, especially in the state of the sisterhood and us already losing one, me being in a way with one of them and them not being in attendance. Especially, she's been waiting for this moment all her life. Look at God. Okay, I need my sister to be here. Okay, if this is that type of moment, it's just like, yeah, I'm good on that. I don't need her nowhere. I don't need her, period. Like,
That's
bam,
what she
I'm done with
said.
that in my life. Thank you, Emma Frost, for gifting yet
Thank
another membership to Vodka. Welcome, Vodka. Thank you so much.
you.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're saving that yet again to just really have it be as grand as they want it to be. I think we're not getting to that way to the last episode, honestly. Thank you, X-Men super fan. Who is the one that is pissing you off this season? All of them. All of them. I'm disappointed in all of them. I'm disappointed in all of them. I'm starting to feel like with the way that this episode went, that a lot of this was just really, really contrived. And it makes me worry for the state of just everything because you're not bringing me here for this. You're not bringing me here for this. I don't want to be on the platform, on the reality TV. None of that. Not with my sisters like this, because it seems like outside of that situation with the niece, their lives and what they currently have going on, it's just not enough. And unfortunately, even though we're saying this here and what we said in the beginning, this is not what people want for reality TV. Not in the way they want that mess. They want that round table, but this happy, good time, us loving each other and taking care of our husbands and hijinks and mommy's date and shopping in the store and showing you my job. Reality TV has always been pretty, especially this dynamic. It has an air of like stank on it. So I'm like, did y'all? Is this set up?
But
At
here,
least,
like I think what we're feeling and what we know is what it could be versus what it is now. Because all of Braxton Family Values wasn't chaotic and dramatic. There were those pieces, but we got so many fun, wholesome moments with all the sisters together. Their pajama parties, their outings. We knew Toni wasn't gonna be there, but the rest of the sisters was gonna there. They was gonna kiki. They was gonna make fun of stuff. They were just gonna have a good time. So we got ebbs and flows. We got like the wholesome
yeah.
fun.
But
Involved
think
all the
about how
sisters.
old this is. Think about how old this is. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like, especially even from the time that they started, reality TV and what's expected has dwindled down to, okay, who's gonna pull whose wig off first? Who's gonna fight? Who's gonna be the first to jump off the porch? That's just what it is to get engagement. People aren't showing up for this, so it's like we need a little off. Let's just leave
But
us going at each other's throats.
But Tyra, don't you think? I mean, and we're millennials, like OGs, triple OGs, right?
Mhm.
I'm coming for the sisterhood too. Like, I don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at a little drama and fanfare, but the old school reality people would show up for a healed sister group. We would show up for that
Yeah.
weekly, having their episodes, taking trips, doing whatever, with a little bit of shade sprinkled in. I think everybody honestly is watching to see how much it'll descend now. Because of what we've seen. If they would have came out season one in healing and loving one another and doing all that, I think they would have gotten good ratings too, at least from the older generation. Now, the newbies, I don't know what they would do.
Yeah, they
But,
want daddies.
but I'd be here for a healed Braxton sisters. I'd be like, oh, y'all still good?
I just I don't know. It's just everything has been really muddy. It was like everything was very lighthearted and chill. And like as the curtain started to get pulled back more and more as far as their inner secret family dynamic with daddy and mommy and the brother and all of these things and like the kind of husbands that they have, like it was just like everything is kind of feels like you're putting on airs and this is really not who you guys are. And it's just kind of got just really, really bad. And then like publicly you're seeing lives unravel and relationships and dynamics messy and messed up and it's like, oh, this is cute and it's a kiki and we're singing these songs, but dang, why are they treating Tracy like that? Like, what's going on? Like, what? It was just always something. So now that it's here, whatever you were putting forward all those years ago, I think it's all just gone. And this
Mm.
is just kind of what we're left with because I think they got here and presented some of who they were, but all of it, and to each its own. But I think a lot of it was just very performative. And it's like, well, yeah, we're doing this on camera, but behind closed doors, like life is pretty messed up. I don't know.
Okay.
I think this
And
is a
that's probably true.
yeah,
That's
and I,
probably
and I
true.
think this is why Tamar gets like the flag. Like Tamar, like, I'm not doing it no more. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that anymore. I don't want connection with that anymore. I'm just gonna tell it like it is because I've suffered in some way from us keeping, whatever happens in this house stays in this house type of energy. I want to talk, I want to heal, and I want to go to therapy. That's why when all those dominoes started to fall, the sisterhood immediately went to shit, and we got Ayana here and all these other ones here that can't seem to get to the root of what's wrong with this family. I don't know, but
Because the issue before is like everybody got along and was in contact while they were filming, and then when filming stopped, it's like things went back to the separation. That might have something to do with it as well, which is sad,
I don't know.
unfortunate.
It's just bad. But I and it's not, and I'm saying just like a show without Tamar, and I'm not saying with my thumbnail like Tamar here for the mess or them at each other's throat at that table. Like it, y'all have to have all of you here. It's bad enough because as much as they want, Tracy was a big part of the show.
Mhm.
I came for Tracy many episodes. I was there for Tracy. I was there for Tracy. Like reality TV, if nothing, if it's not going to be the mess, you need larger than life personalities that really keep you entertaining. You never know what they're going to do or going to say. That's what Tamar and Tracy provided for the most part. And you knew that Trina was going to be from Canada A with her. Like, Trina, please. And all of that. And, everybody had their place in these working things to make this machine go to why you wanted to watch them. But now that something so massive is missing and we kind of just have Tamar over here and Toni is extremely private, we're really just left with whatever we can get from Trina and Towanda. And unfortunately, that is just not enough. But actually, any predictions for the next episode?
Show not, because they ruined them. Honestly, for me, like I said, Trina and Towanda, I can't even look at y'all this. It's just such a history of things that have been revealed now, and you can't ignore. And like I said, when y'all go back and watch Braxton Family, it is clear as day who's who feels away, who's mad, who's big mad, who stayed big mad. And I can't do it. Next episode will definitely be this wedding. And I don't know, maybe Tamar back in the studio, honey, back shooting her music video or something. I'm sure before the season's out, we will get a reunion with all the sisters. I'm not sure how many, will this be the finale? Is episode 7 the finale?
I don't know. If not, then it's 8. But I was definitely saying that they were going to save the wedding for the final episode. But I'm like, will the next episode just be y'all kind of coasting the way you did now because we don't have anything to fill that gap? I'm like, well, I guess we'll just be kind of going through preps, and there is a moment where Towanda is clearly breaking down and crying, and I just feel like it's because everything isn't right, and we know what everything is. We shall see though, but
We'll see.
yeah, they gotta. How do you even come back with this? How do you come back with another season? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know if you come back for a season 3. I hope Tamar says no to a season 3 of this.
Yeah, I'm not here for it because when we heard about Tracy and them coming back, I thought that it was all going to only be healing and fun things and, reminiscing and just really trying to bond in a way because we knew that things happened and it was fractured in a way, but that all subsides when we lose somebody. It's been hell since Tracy passed away. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. We don't need multiple seasons of this mess. No. But predictions, if we're not getting the wedding, then we're going to be waddling in whatever they have to give us until we actually get there. But you guys, that was the episode.
Jasmine, she said Tawanda's getting married at the college in Decatur, Georgia, where Scream 2 and Scary Movie were filmed. If there couldn't be anything more ominous around this wedding, like these nuptials, I don't know.
What's wrong with it? Why is it so? What is up?
I don't know. It's so spooky.
That's why I'm really happy that they seem to really love each other and enjoy each other's company on camera from what we can see. And she's extremely happy because all of the omens that have happened and the red flags just getting down the aisle, it has been hell. Lord, it's like, yeah, she already got hit by a car. She already broke her arm. She already, like, Lord, can we please? But y'all make sure to comment down below about our commentary and just whatever you think is next for the sisters. Actually, anything you want to share before we get out of here.
Don't forget, for the members only, in about 30 minutes, we will be back to watch my selection for the night, Mermaids, with Cher, honey, Winona Ryder, and Christina Ricci. It's a classic. We're going down through there. It's going to be a good time. And then also don't forget, Monday nights, we're back to Dairy and the regular schedule. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Yeah, and we'll see y'all in the next
They
video.
is eating Towanda up down there. Now where the broke people go. But you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see the members shortly for Blockbuster Movie Night, and see you later for all things dairy. Be into dairy if you're not. Y'all have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
Do you think I am? Don't you know that he was my man? But I chose to let him go. So why do you reply like I care about him? Looking at me like I'm hurt. Not the one who said I didn't want it. Don't you forget I had